right, it is Thursday, and I do a lot of Thursday videos. It is January 29th, 2026. We're here in San Dimas, California, home of Bill and Ted at the SoCal Speed Shop for their pre-Grand National Roadster Show open house and car meet. So they'll have the cars indoors, we'll have the cars outside. We'll see what they have on display inside, and should be a lot of interesting stuff here. We're using the new camera, so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it all works out. It's the first video with the new camera. I didn't want to just jump in and have the first one be Grand National Roadster Show, but I'll be filming on this tomorrow as well. So let's go have a look. All right, we'll do a walk through here. I got here a little bit early. It's supposed to start at 3. The parking lot is already full of cool cars and hot rods. This truck out here tomorrow. Take a wild guess where we're going. Oh, that's right. We're going to a Grand National Roadster Show 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Tomorrow I'll do the indoor displays. Saturday we'll do Granddaddy Drive-In. Outside I'm bringing the Impala. So I'm already running into all viewers from literally everywhere. Just ran into a guy from Australia who watches the channel, who's in town for Grand National Roadster Show. Show you the tanker here. Coming up in February, and we got Long Beach Swap Meet. We've got Dr. George coming up in Coachella Valley, and I believe the only other thing I have on the schedule for February so far is McCormick's auction later in the month. It's on the tentative list, which will be in the comment section shortly after the video post. I'm still waiting on a date for that Boogie Van meet if it's happening. Last time they waited till like a week before. This one's a Diamond T. So I'm always updating it. 59 El Camino here. There's any other channel news coming up. The go-kart in the back. Twin engine go-kart. In all its glory.
Well, yeah.
It's like two-stroke.
I mean, I put it together.
That's a whole lot of fun.
Go-kart brand. Go-kart.
For some reason it just came up with water depth enabled. I don't know what that is. Fun with new cameras. I promise you we are not underwater. Wheels are still rolling in. So I just know I can go underwater with this camera when I'm filming car shows. I'll bring the interior. Hopefully the interior is not underwater. Alright, continue. We got a Roadster here. She's got a Hemi. There'll be plenty of Roadsters out there. I've been trying to look at social media posts for the contenders. It's usually what I start out with when I film. I'll go right to I have a spectator ticket for tomorrow. I go right to the contenders for the Amber Award. We hit those first. We do that whole building. That building usually takes me about 2 hours just to film. And then from there, we just keep going through the buildings. As I mentioned in the last couple videos, my daughter has a performance tomorrow night at 6 o'clock in Pasadena. So I probably have to wrap up filming around 4. Most likely I will be through all the buildings by then. If I am not, I will have to film whatever I didn't get. Which will probably, if it's anything, it'll be like one building on first thing on Saturday morning. Here. So, and the performance, actually, they won an award for it last weekend at a high school competition for a bunch of different high schools. So it was an award-winning performance, so I better be there. Plus, it's my daughter. Actually won second place.
Well, good. All right, but we'll see you guys at the show then tomorrow.
Cool
Yeah, we'll be out there.
Good.
panel. How you doing?
Hi there.
So we're still working out the schedule for this year. I'm planning on doing Pismo this year. It doesn't fall on anything. It's the week after Santa Maria, so that's one of the reasons I was always kind of reluctant to do it. I think I can just drive up and do it during the one day. Similar how I used to do Santa Maria before I started doing the Friday night cruise there. T-Bird rolling through. So we got a T-Bird, we got a 57 that's customized. She's got a big block Chevrolet going on. I did get the filler neck rubber installed on the Impala. The one that was on it was 2 years old. It came with the gas tank, and whatever rubber was used to manufacture it is not good for what do you call it, for gasoline, because it just disintegrated. So I got a much higher quality rubber that's for gasoline, guaranteed to be. It's got the 58 Edsel station wagon taillights. Alright, so I googled it. Apparently the water depth meter thing, it's supposed to come on when you're underwater, which clearly I'm not underwater. Well, some might say I am, but I don't know. As long as it records the video, I'm happy. Even if it thinks I'm underwater. Fun with new electronics, I guess. And I got the square body, short bed, step side going on. Must be a glitch. Maybe like a software update will fix it. Oh, I'm being recorded. I'm recording myself. There's all those little motion things over there. That's a fun video so far. That's Nova. Yeah, I've already been warned to get as much shot as possible because this does get crowded. That's what I've been told. Draws a crowd. A lot of people, obviously, and from literally all over the world for a Grand National Roadster Show. The 69 Camaro. Nice Galaxy. I remember like about 35 years ago or so, I went to a car show over in the town square. It was one of the shopping district or whatever. Years ago. I'm going to say late 80s, early 90s. I'm going to go with my mother. The Galaxy here. This one's got a 427. 4-barrel carburetors. So also, in addition to I got new microphones that pair directly to the camera. They're from the same company, the DJI. And supposedly the batteries last a while. And I got a set of 2, so if I ever need to do interviews, I can do an interview. So kind of an upgrade. 500 XL 27 with the 4-speed. And some more Roadsters rolling in. We'll get in there. We'll get you the shop too.
I'm glad you're doing that.
I've never actually been to their shop before. Oh, sorry about that. Let's get over shot real quick.
So how was your trip?
Try this as quickly as possible.
Drug our feet and,
This guy's out of Washington State. Now we are inside the garage. A Mustang GT Hypo. And when we get to the far corner, we'll have to short clip and plant some oldies over there. So I'm going to get this before it gets a little crowded in here. Looks like they're going to have a table set up here. Perhaps we're going to have like food or something. 57. So we'll do first we'll do that building. We'll get over to the second building, I believe, is where the Slonaker cars are. We'll do that. Eventually we'll make our way to the Suede Palace. Check out the traditional rods. Barn finds and things like that. I did not get the 3-day pass this year. I've never actually gotten the 3-day pass. Next year I might just spring for it and then just kind of do like Sunday as like a hangout day, I guess, or just, which is what I was originally going to do this year. We will see. I think I'll have some beautiful cars. One for the Salt Flats. I'm most interested to see how the footage turns out from indoors here is what I'm really interested in. Back here is for these cars. There's another it's a shop in the Valley, San Fernando Valley, that has an open house tomorrow night as well. I can't make it to that one, as like I said, I've got my daughter's performance. In fact, another friend of mine's going to that. I can't remember which one it was. So it's got beautiful patina here. Also, I bought from an auction, from a antique auction, or state auction actually, antique wooden lockers. They're over 6 feet tall, and I've got to tell you, they are cool. I need to. I never thought I needed those until I got it, and it holds a lot of stuff. And it's great for just because there's little windows so you can display things. And man, what a fantastic pickup for me, because it swallowed up a lot of extra records I need to go through, things like that, and it makes a great display piece at the house. Two-door sedan. I really should get the Mike Fines channels going again. Expand it again to like everything I find at sales or auctions and whatnot, not just records. I did find some amazing records on the way up to Turlock when I stopped at a sale in Bakersfield, but they got these stacked in here pretty good. I think they store cars for people here too, is what I understand. Diamond tread. I think they have the special building this year is fat fender cars, so I'll be seeing a lot of 40s that are much nicer than mine, which I will get to someday. W head. And this Roadster. Not sure if we're close enough to the music. We'll just let it ride. We'll take a gamble on it. I think we're okay.
Sorry, I'm not gonna photobomb you. I'll wait till you finish. It's all right, man. I'd have to get your autograph.
We'll show the car as much as we can. Through the magic of editing, we can get around the back. Don't forget, we also do LA Roadster Show promoting. So we got that coming up this year as well. Yes, it is on the calendar. And real slight chance I might go to overseas to England in July. We'll see. We got a jacket collection, so that's in the very planning stages. We'll see how it goes. Soapbox car. Harley Davidson's over here. A Roadster pickup. She's got a Hemi. It's for sale for $75,000. Remember the Speed Shop rules apply. 75,032 Roadster pickup. So it is Speed Shop rules. Don't call too far ahead into the future. I'm sure if you call the guys at the Speed Shop here, they'll route you the right person. We got a Woody. Also, the 60 Impala at the end of the Turlock video did sell. It was my buddy's car. From the Bon Air Farm. We used to use these for, obviously, we're picking up at railroad depots and the like. Roadster. This one's for $75,000. This could be yours. This place definitely is filling in, so I'm glad I got started a little early. If we do this again next year, I think what I'll do is I'll get here even earlier, probably closer to 2 rather than 2:30. Would be advisable. It gives me more time to hang out afterwards as well. There you go. See info on the Roadster here. Knockoffs.
All the way down to the right.
Stuff, $250 for a slot machine. There you go. It's a Japanese one. Got a carnival ride, 2 motorcycles. They used to go round and round and keep turning the same way. So I think I saw on their social media they were actually storing some of the cars for the show tomorrow. Prior to the show, I gotta watch out. There's an oil bucket over here, so let's try to avoid that. Would be oil pan, I should say. Be advisable. I don't need a foot full of oil. This is a working shop, so. This is one of the ones they're working on, this coupe. to the outside. All right, 49 Oldsmobile, and they're serving tacos. And it smells good. There, you got a pretty decent line going. Remember, we used to have barbecues when I had my scooter shop in North Hollywood. We used to do scooter rallies and barbecues, and I spent a lot of money at Smart and Final. We cook them ourselves. Many years ago. I haven't got the underwater message in a while, so hopefully the camera has figured itself out and realizes I am not underwater.
We're gonna throw water balloons at it. Yeah.
I said, Sunday, I'm not filming anything. I think I'm just going to take the day off. February, I'm going to look for more things to fill in. This wasn't even on the schedule, really. I found out it was happening and said, okay, if I'm happy with whatever I need to get done today, getting done, which I was, I would come out here. So I did. So I should mention the England trip I was thinking of was not specifically for a car event, but if it happens, we'll have to look for one that weekend. Ironically, I did find one the weekend before and the weekend after, but so we'll see. Yeah, now that is still a long shot, and it would replace the Washington State trip. I just thought it'd be nice to take my daughter there before when she's still in high school, kind of thing, before she's an adult. And of course, there was a music event involved, which is why it's the specific weekend. Roaster's got the skull.
Doc said, I want to come over here and shade and see these guys.
She likes people almost better than food.
Oh, now come here.
Right.
Just for the idea, I don't know if it will work.
I guess while we're walking around, I can check the actual dates for everything in February, because I didn't memorize it. Apparently I'm losing my touch here. Get a new camera, now I have to memorize dates, apparently. Oh, Pages changed their icon with the new update. Thanks, guys. That's why I couldn't find it. Let's see, February 8th, Long Beach, 14th, Dr. George, 20th, McCormick's in Palm Springs. That's all I have for February right now. And usually I memorize all the dates. March 1st, getting right into March with Pomona Swap Meet. March 6th and 7th, we're planning on doing Bakersfield March Meet. March 8th, Long Beach. Then I don't have anything else for March until the 29th. Hot Rods and Heroes at the Huntington Beach Pier. So hopefully some stuff fills in for March. I should probably check my old calendars, see if there's anything I missed that hasn't been announced yet. Still, you know, there's going to be a lot of great events coming up. As always, I'm pretty much filling up until the mid-year. We have some July shows already on the calendar, in Glendale and things like that, and of course the Fillmore show on the 4th of July. All right, so that's probably most of our event announcements. Oh, one more thing. The June Pomona's on the same day that the Great Race ends in Pasadena. They finally announced their more stuff for the event. They don't roll in until 1:15, so I should have plenty of time to film Pomona. Get back over there to film that. I'll probably so the Pomona video that month will probably be up later in the afternoon than it normally is. But obviously I'd like to film both Pomona as well as the end of the Great Race, since it's literally 10 minutes from my house. To Chevy, like a Biscayne. I believe it's a Biscayne. It's got a big block in it. It's debadged. I believe that's the Biscayne roof. The Bel Air had the more.
Somebody wanted to buy the car that was done in 3 days.
I got the 56 here. A lot of people have been into a couple from England who watches the channel. So we've had Australia and England. A couple from Maryland. This one is a 210. Now I had a bit of an ouch on that Prius there. Airbird. Landau. Come around here. Here's the guy who sells a lot of collectible stuff. Let's see what he's got. I probably should do that after I'm done filming, though. I know myself, I'll be in there for way too long. All right, Plymouth Woody here. And we got the Road Warrior, speaking of Australia. This Plymouth. I'll say one of my memories of my father, we went and saw the Road Warrior, or if you're overseas, Mad Max 2. I think they only marketed it as the Road Warrior in the United States. Because the first Mad Max movie didn't have like a huge release here, so people really didn't know what it was. So they thought if they released it as Mad Max 2, they'd be like, well, I never saw the first one. Of course, the third one was Beyond Thunderdome, but I really want to see that with my dad. This one runs on In-N-Out Cherry Coke. There you go. All right, we got a special peek. The fuel, he's got a Mustang fuel tank in here, and there's your filler in the toolbox. So you have all your wrenches and fill your tank. Pretty cool.
Found this for $1 at a swap meet.
Oh, the old Plymouth
Right
badge.
there.
Yeah. I got the bit of a gasser style here on this Apache pickup. Chevrolet. Try to get the shot so I can hang out and talk to everybody. That's the tricky part. We got the Falcon station wagon. Years ago, I had a 62 Squire, Falcon Squire, to fake wood. And I sold it to a buddy. I used to drive it around. I ended up selling it to a buddy of mine. He fully restored it. I don't know whatever happened to that car, but it was very nice when he got done with it. It's coupe.
Well, that's nearly 4 o'clock.
I think I originally paid like $800 for that Falcon. Drove out to Palm Springs to go get it. Yeah, I think there's more people now, so it might,
Yes, it's a 4-hole.
it's definitely going to be more filled in. Check out this Roadster.
Flying solo, Mike?
Just me today.
Yeah.
No kid. She's at school. That's a neat one. Very traditional. Check out the wheels. Bias plies. 32 Roadster. Look at the old fabric. Oh man.
Skinny tires like the 50s looking with no fenders. Yeah. Kind of like this. Yeah, they look good. I do. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. What's his name?
So I don't know when I'm posting this video. I just realized. I think I'll just post it in the morning. I'll get it up. I'll have it post while I'm waiting in line to get into the parking lot at Grand National Roadster Show tomorrow. If it's early enough tonight, I might get it up tonight, but we'll see. Turlock, I got the video up by 5 o'clock, 5:30 that night. I got home, and the video's ready to go. It was all, I actually edited it at In-N-Out Burger in Merced, California, and it was processed on my laptop by the time I get home, and hit go as soon as I hit upload as soon as I got home and connected to Wi-Fi, and it cleared copyright by 5:30. So put it up that day. I was kind of surprised I was able to do that. Sorry. Just gonna pause and move. There. Got a 5-window with a flat head.
Nah. No, you get away with it.
I suspect he went that way. Yeah, it could be. You don't know. Because we've been all day down in that area. Oh, all right. Pleasure meeting you. I'm Bill.
Likewise. Right, Bill David. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Get one more car in the clip, and then
You're learning that job. You don't have to be any better than that. It's your job. And you're still going to do your job.
Because that's what it was in the night. I'm hoping that just because.
a late roll in here, Ford 2. Some more to show you here. Nice thing about these kind of chill shows, I can actually talk to people, get the car shot, get you a little bit of detail on them. Someone did ask about, I guess because at Pomona, I kind of skipped through, there was the Corvette Club, but they all had like brand new Corvette. I think it was actually by the Chevy dealer. And if I know I've got a limited time, as I do at the Pomona swap meet, this is mostly a classic car channel. I tend to skip over the new cars, as primarily the viewers of the channel are looking to see the old stuff, if that makes any sense. So they got to comment on 2 of my videos, so Murrieta and Pomona, which are 2 shows where I literally cannot film the entire thing. So So his old cap came off on that Y block there. So yeah, and it's a show like that. I generally have, if I'm going to skip something, it's going to be a new car, newer cars, just because of the nature of the channel and the primary focus of it. And more cars showed up. So I have to watch how long I've been here versus the battery. That's one of the things I wanted to check. Tomorrow I'm planning on carrying a backpack just in case. Like I said, I want to make sure I get that video shot and it's good. So I'll probably bring the old camera just in case, as well as a couple battery packs in case I got to charge things and stuff. Very slick. I love the cobalt blue. We had a 42 Merc years ago sedan that was factory cobalt blue. I found for my father. He'd always wanted a 42 because he was born in 42. I drove up to Los Banos with a car trailer and got it. And unfortunately, I did have to sell it after my father passed. We just didn't have the room for it. And it popped up a few years later on Marketplace for sale, the same car. Still remember that. And that flathead, man, that thing was just, you couldn't even hear it run. It was so quiet. Still remember that car. It still has the little thing for the door from the swap meet telling you what it is. Bring some more of the taco line is long now. A lot of people care. A couple of the SoCal Speed Shop cars. So like I said, Saturday we'll do Granddaddy Drive-In. I generally cannot get through that whole show. I usually have to take a break. And of course I'll probably be talking to a lot of people. Before I even started doing videos, I would like run into a lot of people I knew at Grand National Roadster Show. So nicely patinaed two-door sedan. We got a Hemi with 6 carbs. British Columbia. Very nearly went to British Columbia on the Washington State trip last year. We just couldn't squeeze it in. I was in the Navy. I was at Bremerton and Everett back in the 90s, and I used to, my ship would actually go to Victoria, Canada, on the USS Abraham Lincoln. And it was a lot of fun to go to that town. And of course, we'd sometimes drive up to Vancouver. They're absolutely beautiful up there. Here I got the 5-window chopped coupe.
That's moving his No, he was like,
I say the nice thing about smaller meets, I have more time to bring you more of the details, especially when there's no music. Out of Arizona. It's got Fire is the Devil's Only Friend. That's from Don McLean, American Pie. Most of you probably know that. I don't think I have to tell you that, but that's what it's from. So lots of detail on this rod.
We had the engine in it, it was painted, and the wheels and tires on it.
This coupe.
I was doing these crossings.
See, I think last year I had almost a 3-hour video for Friday from Grand National. That sounds about right.
So
Sounds like what I did last year. I think my longest, I think it was my longest until Dr. George last year.
I don't know about that.
Dr. George usually I can get a lot because they don't allow people to play music, so like I can get a lot shot there, and it's a big show, obviously. And I think that one I usually get about 90% of the show. Still cars rolling and people getting off of work. Maybe they're just getting into town.
You've only got 3,000 miles on it, 13 years.
Another radiator cap with the wings. Yeah, the 63 CAD convertible. This one, I don't think it's part of the Speed Shop there, but there's your info. I mean, them swap meet rules. Now we're in swap meet rules. We're outside, so it's not part of the Speed Shop. Call too far ahead into the future. Somebody on the Pomona video said there was a patinaed 57 Chevy, I think. No, it was a patina 4. One of the cars sold. They commented on the video. I always say if you got if one of your cars is in my video and it sells, leave a comment on the video. And if you're looking at one of the cars and you think it might be a pretty good deal, check the video comments to see if somebody posted that it was indeed sold. Either if you bought it or you sold it, be sure to post it. Because people do buy them from the videos. And like I said, my buddy had that 60 Impala at the end of the video last week, and I knew it was going to sell. In fact, I even said to him, like, do you really want me to post this? Because I think it'll sell by the end of the swap meet, which it did. It was a very, very, very good price for a 60 Impala project. The Gray Ghost.
First show I was ever in. Really? 2017 was Swing Palace.
Right out. And we'll see if there's anything else. Well, obviously other stuff rolled in. We'll see what we can get here. And then I can hang out for a bit. We'll walk around again. We'll get what rolled in or what's outside or whatnot. If I didn't get your car, I probably just didn't spot it. Cars, well, I should probably say a majority of these cars will probably be at the show this weekend as well. See how this Thunderbird. Short clip, I'm not sure how close that music is. The Street Rod. Interested to see the fat fender cars. I know there's gonna be a lot of magazine cars from back in the day in that hall, which will be from probably the 80s and 90s stuff I remember seeing in the magazines. This one is the rat burner. There's that 55 gasser we saw coming in earlier. Not that much earlier, but very nice. Big block with a blower. Come around here. It's getting crowded.
Right in the middle of the action. Yeah. They were like,
So much going on here. And they're all lined up for tacos. So. Yeah, this oval bug. I should mention I have not received any word on the smog bill as of late, so people always ask me about that. I'm expecting to hear something probably late February into early March at this point. 7. Some more of the vehicles that are rolled in late are parked down there on the outskirts. They could not get to the middle area, I suppose. We got coupe here. One thing about Grand National Roadster, like I said, you literally get people from all over the world coming out for this. So cars from all over the world entered in the show. So stuff you just really don't see in Southern California at the shows. Possibly cars that are going to be at SEMA later in the year. And then obviously you get the cars, the old magazine cars you've been seeing for many years. Stuff comes out of the woodwork, barn find hot rods and things like that. One of the only places you can ever see that kind of thing. 2-door sedan. Someone said this event's supposed to end at 5, so I'm not sure. I just said it started at 3 on the flyer, so I think we are good. So I'm gonna get these last couple cars shot, and then I'll do some hanging out off camera. Yeah, 1969 Mustang coupe. More rods.
No frame, I had a 46 bar frame and then we were going to put the hands on the bottom frame. I still got the frame, but
We should be here. This is open house. Way quick.
All right, that's going to wrap things up for the SoCal Speed Shop open house prior to Grand National Roadster Show here in January of 26. Tomorrow, Grand National Roadster Show. That is the workout for me, for sure. I'll be out there all day until 4 o'clock filming, so I'll be tired. Then I got to go to my daughter's performance, so that's going to be lots of fun. And Saturday morning, I get to get up early with the Impala and come out and do the Granddaddy Drive-In. So lots of good stuff on the channel. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave some comments. All that good stuff. Tell some friends about the channel. Check the tentative list, and until next time, I'll be seeing you.